Good afternoon, everyone. I'm James Crummo. Democratic Senator Bob Casey and his Republican challenger Dave McCormick went head-to-head right here in the ABC 27 studio last night. The topics were debated, but the personal attacks and misinformation accusations took center stage. Sarah Wilson joins us now with a fact check. Good afternoon to you, Sarah.
James, good afternoon. I have been calling it an aggressive but civil debate. I think that's really the best way to describe it. There were topics ranging from abortion to immigration, the economy, and social media. It was clear that both candidates had very different visions for our Commonwealth and very different ideas on how to accomplish them. Now, there were a lot of accusations made on both sides last night, specifically about Casey's voting record and McCormick's residency and time as CEO of the largest hedge fund in the world, Bridgewater Associates. The attacks against Casey were mostly about the economy, with McCormick blaming him for a voting record he says drove up prices.
Bob Casey doesn't understand how the economy works. That's why he's trying to do all this economic voodoo stuff with price controls. Under Biden, Harris, and Casey, it's a hockey stick. $5 trillion of new spending. As I said, the experts said at the time, Bob Casey confidently said, no, this isn't going to cause inflation. It's caused record high inflation. So that's the main cause of inflation, and that's what's driven the debt.
There's been a lot of new spending under President Biden. The three major bills the president supported were the $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan, the $1.2 trillion Bipartisan Infrastructure Act, and the $780 billion Inflation Reduction Act. According to records, Casey voted in favor of all of them. Now, as for attacks on McCormick, Casey drilled in on his residency and investments when he was CEO.
Well, he told a lie, and I think most people know that now.
Okay.
He also lied about being a farmer. He said that while he was a candidate. He's not a farmer. He's a hedge fund CEO, or at least used to run a hedge fund. By the way, he's still benefiting from that hedge fund. He still benefits a lot from that hedge fund.
Bridgewater Associates is located in Connecticut, but McCormick says he did live in PA when he was running it. As for potential investments in China, McCormick didn't exactly deny that, but did note that Bridgewater is a company legally approved by the U.S. government, James.
Sarah, I mean, it was very interesting watching this debate. I know you were watching it very closely last night. You mentioned at the top there that you were calling it a civil debate, and it was very civil, but as you listen to the words very carefully, I mean, they had a set list of things that they were going to say about each other. You know, Connecticut was brought up a lot, and the word lie was said many, many times on both sides here.
Yes, if you want to be specific, 51 times to be exact. I'm still going through the transcript to figure out exactly which candidate had used it more, but you're absolutely right. A lot of this debate was kind of the blame game, pointing fingers at the other person and talking about their policies at some point rather than their own.
It definitely was interesting to watch. Of course, if you want to watch the entire thing, you can check it out at abc27.com. Sarah, thank you very much. Nice job breaking all that down for us this afternoon.